Two of the biggest council unions, Unison and the GMB, have rejected a new pay offer from employers. It means a strike, which could close schools in much of the country for 3 days later this month, is still on. They've earmarked the 26th, 27th and 28th of this month. The new pay offer was made by council body COSLA, which says the lowest paid would get a rise of more than $1,900 by January. Well, Johanna Baxter is head of local government with Unison Scotland and joins us now. Thank you very much for coming in to see us. So I guess the first question is, why have you rejected the offer?
Well, the offer that COSLA presented us with yesterday is in no way a significantly improved offer. In fact, the changes from the offer that they presented in April, which our members have rejected, are minuscule. If you happen to be on the lowest pay in local government, the change between the April offer and yesterday's is 1 pence. At the end of year uplift.
So you were expecting more movement there specifically?
Well, it's taken COSLA 5 months to come up with this movement, and this movement is minuscule in the extreme. So members of our local government committee this morning were describing it as an insult. COSLA have had plenty of time to come up with a significant improvement to their pay offer, and they haven't done so.
Well, look, COSLA are saying that, simple fact of the matter is there's no money available without cutting jobs and services. So what are they to do? That's their position. What do you say to that?
It's their position, but they refuse to speak to the Scottish Government and ask them for additional money to invest in pay and the sustainability of the public services that we all rely on. We know, and various Account Commission reports have substantiated, that underfunding of local government by the Scottish Government has taken place over a decade. So what we are seeing today is the result of a decade's worth of underfunding, which has meant that COSLA are now coming to us saying it's pay in your members' pockets or their job. And now that is a choice that nobody should have to make. We're already seeing public services cut because of job cuts. So actually the choice isn't there. Jobs are being cut at the moment anyway. And fundamentally, COSLA have a responsibility to stand up for local government and the workforce that they employ. We have urged them repeatedly to go to the Scottish Government and ask for additional funding. They refuse to do it. It's a dereliction of their duty.
So you know that they haven't asked for more money because, the Scottish Government have been quite clear that their budget's also been cut, that there's a limited pot that they have to work with too. How hopeful are you that this can be resolved? Well,
I would say that the Scottish Government do have the ability to make changes in their budgets in terms of refocusing for priorities. And unfortunately, over the last 10 years, everything else has been a priority but local government. And I think what we're seeing, as I say, is the result of that. Huge pressures on local services, huge pressures on our members' pockets. And I would say that the strike ballot results that we saw earlier this month is the strongest mandate that our members have ever delivered. And I would say...
What does that tell you, do you think?
Well, I think it tells us that our members are completely fed up with being treated as the poor relations of the public sector, being completely forgotten for their contributions. And it's ironic, is it not, that we went out and clapped public sector workers every Thursday evening during COVID, but we can't find the money to appropriately reward them when we're facing a cost of living crisis. That's not right. And actually, I would say that our members are the lifeblood of their local communities. So it's not a choice of pay or jobs. It should be both, and the Scottish Government need to find the money from somewhere. And I have to say, Humza Yousaf has to intervene in this to do just that.
OK, well, 12 days till the first proposed strike date, just over 2 weeks till the rest. Many parents will be hoping that this can be resolved before it comes to that. Thank you very much indeed, Johanna Baxter, for coming to speak to us.